Hey guys, and welcome to Let's Play Rogue Galaxy. Last time we had the finale. This time we have the post-game. And the post-game, as you can see, the star is still lit, so we're basically being put back in a place from before we finished the game. So what we can do now is we can teleport ourselves on out of here, go back to the Dorgan Arc, and we'll actually get some new events to occur. As soon as we activate this, you'll see that the ghost ship, Arabis's ghost ship, has now appeared. So if you're ready to head on here, go on and let's go to the ghost ship. I still have no idea how my emulator does not play that scene. I know other people have been able to get that scene to play, the part of the ending from last time. I don't know what it is. I've tried getting rid of all my mods, all my cheats, everything that I've had to, make the game look better. I've turned on software rendering, which basically just renders it normally instead of with any upscaling. Nothing seems to work. But regardless, we got that footage now.
So that's the famous ghost ship.
Look how huge it is.
How could a spaceship disappear 800 years ago and then suddenly reappear? This world sure is a mysterious place.
I thought Arabis was only a legend. I never thought he really existed.
A ghost ship, huh? Sounds like fun.
And with that, we have our destination. But it's not just a random ship and a random dungeon. This place actually has story.
Complete. We're ready to land, Captain.
Fully voiced story.
All right, we're going in. Ready? Charge!
For a bonus dungeon, I'm rather impressed that we have full voice acting and an actual storyline.
Arabis's ghost ship, all right. Hasn't changed a bit in all these years. Why, being able to stand here like this, it's fate. Just as I thought. Arabis's treasure must have been calling me.
Huh? What are you saying, Captain? You mean you've actually been here before?
This ship drifts through the galaxy on a set cycle. I remember it showed up once before, 40 years ago. I went after Arabis's treasure back then, too, but...
But what? What happened, Captain?
It's strange. I don't remember that part so good.
Apparently it didn't go well.
Whatever. Listen up, everybody! This ship contains all sorts of treasures Arabis collected while he was still alive. Don't it just make your pirate blood stand up and sing?
Yeah, Arabis was a legendary millionaire. His treasure must be worth a bundle. Then again, he disappeared ages ago. Who knows if his swag's still around?
Of course it is! Plenty of brave souls have fought here for it and failed. But not even death is going to keep us away. We leave here with Arabis's treasures no matter what. Come back with the treasure, or don't come back at all!
Look sharp, everyone!
I guess we're actually going to do some pirating. I complained earlier on in the actual game that we didn't do any pirating. Now we get to do some pirating. First things first, you want to head over here for the first treasure. Hiding over here. Not that we particularly need it, and we have more than enough of these already, but there's a thunder shield if you care. You can buy most of the treasure that you're going to find in here anyway, so I wouldn't go out of your way to find it all and collect it all unless you're like me, and the whole point of you doing this is to show all that. But yeah, other than that, you really don't need to worry about it. So we got a save point there. Let's head on in. First things first, perfect elixirs. There's another treasure. There's a lot of treasure in this area. I missed a bunch in my test run. I think the map that I've been using actually is missing some as well. Either that or I just missed it in my, as I was running through it. We got evil Skeletors here. And that's not what I tried to do. I guess I'll show off the primary way I get through most of this. Supernova. It's finally level 3. I'm pretty sure I showed this off earlier, but if not, here it is. Supernova is, I think, the most powerful attack in the game. And yeah, it does 16k against these guys. And I don't need to be using this sword, so let's take that off. And we'll work on one of these. That's fine. I probably should go get some of my other weapons, but that's all right. All right, and you'll kind of see that we can see parts of this map, and it's somewhat of a little bit of a labyrinth. Because as you continue to go through here, you're going to be going this way and that way, trying to find the little paths in between these rooms. So even if it's something right next door to you, you might not be able to get it. All right, we got more enemies here. All right, let's drunken burst things up here. Collect the, well, one of those, I guess. What else do we have in this room? I believe I got, yes, I got that one. This area is not a lot of fun combat-wise. I guess I'll talk about that in a moment, because we have more cutscenes.
Please wait. Let me assure you, I mean you no harm. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sebastian. I am the butler to Arabis, the ship's proprietor.
Really? You have a butler named Sebastian?
Who the hell is he? Now, if I couldn't do this much at least, then what kind of butler would I be?
Can I do anything else? No.
I've been observing all of your great deeds in secret. How long I've awaited to find people such as yourselves. Please allow me to explain. After an exhaustive search and screening process, you've been chosen as my master's heirs. Therefore, I hereby hand over all this ship's treasures to you.
Us heirs?
Sounds
But
easy.
why?
The master's treasures lie deep within the bowels of this ship. Please, go on. It's all yours.
But hey, wait!
It sounds too good to be true. Telling us to take the treasure just like that? What should we do?
I don't know. It is a little fishy.
We don't have any other leads. Either way, Arabis's treasure is what we're here for. Come on.
Finally, our long-cherished desire.
It would have been absolutely amazing if they had gotten, oh, I'm going to forget his name now, the guy who played Sebastian in Black Butler there, to play this guy just for the weird connection. We have a trap here. Let's go for the curse trap. But yeah, I was trying to find a clip ahead of time because I knew I wanted to use this clip here. As soon as I saw the guy's name, I was like, it's a butler named Sebastian. There's no way I can't use a clip here. And it's been a long time since I actually watched through a lot of that series. There's another treasure chest that I missed. Whereabouts is it? And so instead of, you know, I would go to YouTube and I'd try and figure out what the clip is and just use the footage that's there. In this case, I couldn't find an actual copy of the clip that I wanted to use. So I started watching parts of the series again just to skim through to see if I could actually find the footage that I was looking for. And well, that particular clip is from, I think, episode 2. There should be in this room. Where is it? Well, I guess that's one of the ones I'm going back for. Oh, there it is. I'm bright. Done key. But yeah, I couldn't find the actual clip I was looking for, so I settled for that one from the second episode there, just because I wasn't gonna watch the entire series to find a clip. But anyway, yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that. I think they released like a new season or something like that, so I should probably watch it again. We'll see. Already fourth wall much? Next time you start up a new adventure, try holding the R1 button. If I recall correctly, what this allows you to do is it allows you to start with your costumes. So basically you could have Jaster wearing Desert Claw's outfit at the start of the game, which would be kind of funny. Other than that, I don't know if there's anything else that kind of transitions over like that. But either way. But yeah, it's been a long time since I watched Black Butler. I remember enjoying it when I first saw it, but it's been a long time. Well, congratulations. That is apparently life. I saw a door. All right, we're gonna go this way since this way is a dead end. Thing is, a lot of the time, it's almost easier in this area because it's so condensed and there's so much treasure. It's almost better to avoid the map and instead just work with what you can actually physically see, and then just go back once we finish the area and grab the last teleporter and find all the treasure that way. Which I may end up doing just to make things simpler. Okay. Gotta be a treasure in here. Come all the way in here. There's 2 of them. There we go. We got an add-on and a Rose of Passion. But that's fine. So anyway, I never really got a chance to ask with the whole disruption of having to get footage for the ending there. What did everybody think of the ending to the game? Because, well, I enjoyed most aspects of the game in general, I thought the ending was pretty good. I enjoyed the elements of the ending that they gave us. It allows, gives a little bit of closure to the characters, but not so much that it just overpowers everything. So it's not like it's like, oh yeah, here's setting up a whole new story that we're not going to have time to actually tell. I like leaving it a little bit open-ended so that there's an actual reason for, speculation. All right, we have 2 different directions here that we can go. And they both, I believe, loop into each other. So let's go this way first. Anyway, the reason why I was talking about it earlier, that this area isn't the most fun in terms of combat, there are 3 different enemies in here with shields, 2 that you need to jump to kill, and 1 that requires a barrier. And although I did forget at the time, I will eventually go back and talk about the locations for the enemies in Mother's Lair. Probably when I finish this area, we'll do both at the same time. It sounds like a massive fortune, that's for sure. Alright, so let's grab this guy here. Alright, just gonna double check. There's no treasure hiding around here. Awful lot of treasures. The rarest of them all is a living jewel. Wonder what that could entail. Usually something living means boss fight, but I honestly don't remember. But yeah, basically, Supernova is your guaranteed one-shot as long as you don't have shielded enemies. So that is one of my go-tos in here. You don't need to worry about trying to farm drops from these guys at this point. There's nothing else that we need. So each one of these guys just goes down as soon as we find them. As you can see, they have a lot of HP. And they do take quite a while to kill. There we go. Alright, we found more treasure. Another mimic! Yay! More fighting! We go for more Drunken Burst. This time we will go for... We have more of these, so we'll go for a Brave. We will do Dagger Slash to hopefully freeze them. And Illusion Sword. And yeah, that freeze effect, plus doubling our damage once again, makes it a lot easier. Your most common drop from them is going to be the Silver Banjel right now. Interesting. It looped back into the battle music. That was weird. But yeah, you don't have to worry about the drops from them. Unless you haven't completed the flow yet. All right, so we are looking here at a bomb trap, hypergravity sensor, and a queen bee stinger. All right. So you'll notice that I bypassed. Again, we're going to use Jaster's head. So we basically skipped this room. We're going to end up heading back there, but I'm going to double back over this side first. Try and explore all this stuff. A bunch of recharge drinks. I saw a treasure chest over there. We'll have to make sure we come back for that. I will be using a lot of AP healing and a lot of spamming spells in here. As I said, when I was playing through the game the first time and even in the test run, I just burnt out on the combat by this point. There wasn't really a whole lot like that changed after we got certain skills. It really became a game of spamming spells, and when you start spamming spells and everything dies right away, there's not really a whole lot that keeps you invested in the combat. It's kind of unfortunate because early on it's, you know, it's challenging, it gets you really involved in it, but it just kind of starts to peter out after a while. We don't have any, so let's go with that. Flash sword. Dagger slash. Make sure we're all healed up. I had to steal that kill. I don't know why, but I had to steal that kill. We mastered our gun. Look at that. Which is probably for the best because it probably won't be on him a whole bunch in this area because it's going to, we're going to need that barrier break. Looks like nothing else there. We saw the other side of that. So let's head back here. As you can see, this is kind of the layout that we kind of get stuck with. It's almost like a checkerboard pattern, but, or like someone, you know, when you're kids, if you ever thought about designing a dungeon, a lot of the time, you know, at least in my age group, we were still playing Super Nintendo games. So our thought pattern, please stop hitting me in the middle of my attacks. So our thought patterns went to the Super Nintendo. So we would design these, or at least I would, design these dungeons on graphing paper. And this kind of looks like what we would have come up with. You know, me and I'm sure plenty of other people who thought about video game design as a potential career. It was like, that would be the greatest thing ever. And then, of course, for the vast majority of us, that just doesn't happen. All right, now there was... All right, get out of my way. There was a treasure chest. And there's a person. So the time here is messed up, is it? I think the one I was missing was in this room. Yes, there it was. Anytime I leave one behind because I'm going to take a different path, I almost always forget to go back for it. Yeah, this area is kind of huge. We're going to be here for a while. Which is one of the reasons why I don't have any qualms about using the battle system apparently the way that it was intended and just spamming spells a lot. They give you so many AP healing items that I can't imagine that they did not intend for you to use that a lot. All right, anytime you see a save point, you probably want to use it. All right, I just did a little bit of a shopping trip. I needed to purchase one more weapon, and that weapon was another Sabaluga. I was one short in my notes somehow, but I needed to pick that up, and there are 2 new weapons for Jaster available in post-game dungeons, and these are the combinations for them, so I just have them all set up. There are no new weapons for anybody else, so nobody else needs to worry about anything. I can't store that and put it away, so that gets to stay there, unfortunately. Well, I was, in order to buy that, you need to go to Jerica, the ruins there, go to the 3rd floor, and there's a vendor there that will sell it, as I demonstrated before. while I was off planet, I decided to go and pick up some supplies. Now, you're going to need a number of healing items going forward in order to, not necessarily for the first of the 2 bonus dungeons, but for the second one. And so I just picked up some supplies. Now, the vast majority of the supplies you can get by going to the basic shops here on Zerard. The one on the west side, the one on the east side, and then the 2 that are on Main Street. So you'll be able to get heal potions, tri-heals, max heals, perfect heals, recharge drinks, tri-charge, elixirs, tri-elixirs. I did not double check where those were. Resurrections, tri-resurrections, and perfect revivers. Now, the last one that I did not double check was the perfect elixir. And if you ever need to figure out where to purchase something that you have created... Okay, I only created the tri-elixir. Never mind, you can't buy those. But yeah, east side for that one, west side for that one. This is everywhere. Fountain Peddler. So one of the places I found it. But yeah, these are also available from the Fountain Peddler, as are Strength Stars, which are also quite important. But yeah, that's pretty much kind of your important ones. The only other items that you could really want, like I said, would be the Brave symbol and the Strength Star, and both available here on Zerard as well. You'll also want to make sure you have a decent supply of Divine Blessings. They're also available here. So yeah, just any of the kind of the 4 shops that you find, you will find all the items that you need there. Which leads me to why I decided to cut back here. We have one final thing to collect from her. We have completed the flow, and that gives us the Full Metal Jacket. That leaves only one thing left, the hunting record. I am not going to complete this. It takes far too long trying to get every single enemy, but again, I will talk about the best places to farm them if you decide to do so. I've seen people's time in terms of trying to platinum this game go up to like 140, 150 hours. I've spent long enough going through this game. I do not need to do that as well, but if you are an over-enthusiastic completionist, like I said, I will talk about those things as we kind of get through them. So with that said, let's find out who actually equips that. It kind of looked like it was for you, but I think it's for Digo. Is it for Digo? It is for Digo. All right, so let's see. We've got Fire, Ice, and Holy, and we just lose Ice. Fun. All right, let's pull Digo in and we'll take a quick look at it before we ignore it for the rest of the game. You know what? I like it. I don't know why it's called Full Metal unless that's supposed to be like, I don't know, Corundum? Sapphire? Which is Corundum, but anyway. Yeah. I like that costume. It looks good on him. Too bad we're not going to see him anymore. But yeah. I have finished all that I had planned on as far as the Mio completion percentage stuff. Do note that in the item storage, I have a good solid supply of the extra stuff that I could possibly need here. We will be more than good enough with all of these. We won't need to worry about anything else. The rest of it's all fine. I don't even care about those things anymore. I could toss them for all the difference it's going to make. But yeah, we've collected all those. I'll go into more detail of why you want to have a good solid supply of them when we get onto the second part of the area. Or the second bonus dungeon, but for the first one, we don't really need it. I just wanted to stock up while I was kind of in the area off the ghost ship. We'll show the approach here since it's a new kind of cutscene. The cutscene leaving this area is actually quite a bit longer than that. I'll probably try and show that next time we decide to leave. If we decide to leave, we'll see. But anyway, ghost ship near the ruined hull. Got turned around already. Yep. Because it's faster. I like jumping into the cutscene, don't ask me why. Hello? And hello to you too.
Wow, that was close. Are you okay? Hordes of beasts have made this ship their home. If you're not careful, they'll maul you from behind.
Thanks.
Well, either way, just stay on your guard, all right? The beasts here are probably a little more than you can handle.
What's up with him?
I don't know what it is. I don't know if I recognize him from something. He might be like look like someone design-wise in the Dark Cloud games. I don't know. But he looks like, and the scene is directed in a way where I should see that and go, oh, there's something important that I should know about this character. It's just like I was reading a book. I got to the end of the book. And it's part of a series. I'm not going to say which series it is for spoiler reasons. But I got to the end of the book, and then they introduce a character with like the last line of the book. I'm sitting there like, should I know this character? You've built this up as if I should know this character. And, you know, go on Google and look around. It's, oh, it's a character from another book that the author has written. It's like, oh. So now I got to go read another series so I can finish reading the series that I'm working on. It worked out. I had a lot more appreciation when I finally got there, but it was, you know, 5 books to get back to book 3 of a series I was working on. Anyway, enough distraction for me. What we have done here is we have completed about 1/3 of this dungeon and found another battle to fight. Why not? Ow. I tried to block that. It did not work. And we maxed out another weapon. Before we start finding enemies that I can't actually kill with a crap weapon, let's equip a crap weapon. And we'll work on that one. But yeah, this is about 1/3 of the map so far. There should have been 20 treasures that we found over the course of that area. We may or may not have found them all, but again, once we find the last save point, we will be able to double check to make sure that we found them all. Where does this lead us to? More of the same. This area is not all that creative. The first room, I'd say... I'd say each of the 3 sections is about the same size, to be quite honest. But anyway, I don't want to get stuck in the middle of kind of a section, so we just had an encounter with a boss that we didn't have to fight. We met a new character. We collected all of our items that we needed to. We collected our last reward from Mio. And I think that's pretty much all the time we have for today. So next time we are going to roll through a bunch more of the ghost ship. We might have time to burn through 2 different sections. We'll see. Maybe not. It is a bonus dungeon after all, and basically everything we've encountered so far, we've basically been able to nuke. We haven't seen a boss yet, at least not the one that we could fight, so there might be some more stuff to do next time. Anyway, that's all for this one. And I'll see you guys next time.